Hi, I'm Lonnie.
Hi, I'm TJ.
And this is
Viewer's Verdict.
So this is our first episode of Hidden Gems, and TJ picked the movie. What movie did you pick?
I picked Brick, 2005, Rian Johnson, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. What more do you want?
I mean, yeah, both very young, I'd say, in their careers.
Yeah, look where they are now. Star Wars.
Right?
Whatever Joseph Gordon-Levitt's been in last.
Yeah, he's all over
But
the
I
place.
definitely know he's successful.
Yeah.
But this is pinnacle.
OG.
I think all of their pinnacles.
That's so, okay. And why is that?
I mean, it's a banger. It's a real, it's a class. I mean, it's a unique film, you know?
It is really unique.
It's like a 40s hard-boiled detective fiction set in a high school in San Clemente, Orange County. It doesn't make any sense, but it's great. The dialogue is so old school.
Right.
I was reading, like, he was just obsessed with reading Dashiell Hammett novels, and he wanted to basically write a film in that genre, but he felt that if he just made like a straight recreation of that sort of thing, that it would be too like cheesy or too like kind of well trodden. So he set it in high school to keep it fresh.
I think the actors who are mostly fairly young like really pulled it off.
Yeah, I think the whole cast is really great. Like, I personally really like it because I think Rian Johnson was trying to get at this too. It's like when I was in high school, you were always seeking out like an adventure or like some sort of drama or like story to tell yourself.
It's pretty violent for your average high school.
Yeah, I forgot kind of how like dramatic it really gets with that stuff, but I think it's really interesting how they depict San Clemente, how they make at least a sleepy suburb or something like that into this kind of cold, gritty crime atmosphere.
Yeah.
And a lot of interesting, like, risky choices with the dialogue and the editing and the shots. Like, they, you know, we were talking about how they use, like, sound design and meshing of the worlds through, like, creative editing to, like, really create, I think, a lot of, like, anxiety and pressure.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of, like, the theme of the film. It's, like, everything's always moving forward and nobody really has all the information.
And it's pretty fast moving too.
Yeah, it's fast and the dialogue is so like fun and well written. It's from another time. I like how it's not a purely realistic film of like Orange County High School in 2005. But then on top of that, there's also great like choices of the score is really good.
Yeah.
And the score isn't necessarily like 40s, like, you know.
No, it's not.
It's a little
work.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy and kind of like somber and lonely. There are other films about high school in Orange County, and this one is just so completely different.
How did you find this movie? Because it is a hidden gem.
You know,
it's not
actually,
hugely popular.
Right. You know,
as far as
I found out about Brick because I was listening to a podcast, and so they just like mentioned Brick. The person who was talking about it said like, yeah, I love how it's just basically a hard-boiled detective story like set in high school. And I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
So I checked it out and saw it, and like, yeah, now I think it's like the greatest thing ever. But yeah, we're talking about how like it's a hidden gem, and that this was the film that comes to mind because I feel like I am constantly telling you like, oh, you gotta see this. Like, there's a lot of films that people haven't seen, but I think this one's just so unique and like pretty modern and accessible compared to like some obscure older films or something. But it's not played necessarily that way. You know? It's not like over the top.
It's not cheesy.
Yeah, it's not cheesy. It's like you really like see the drama in it and kind of accept it, which is really cool because it is pretty out there. But the actual story and characters of it are really impressive.
Yeah, I agree. As this is a hidden gem, you'd recommend it to everybody?
Oh yeah, like I recommend it because I think it's like there are great like. You know, I could name like a spaghetti western, but that's like a specific thing that is really good.
Yeah.
But like this is like, I can't really think of many of any films that are quite like Brick. It's worth seeing just because it's so unique. Like seeing like what somebody can do with that, with such a weird construction of genre and setting. You know, exercised a totally different type of storytelling than I've really seen in other genre stuff. Like it's even more than just like a mashup, and it is like, I don't know what it is, but it's good.
Yeah, right. It's its own thing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. like even at the time, I don't even know if people would have known about it.
Nothing.
If it was a small film, like even back then, and you know, it's not like a classic or something, but you know, I hope that it goes on to sort of be something like that, to kind of get
Yeah.
more fame as it gets older.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know if it will, but I think that it is a really like stellar example of, you know, good writing and like
Oh, yeah.
risky filmmaking, like kind of being really unique, and taking these like it's cool to like flip like a genre or some sort of like depiction on its head, but like Orange County High School, like you know, film noir, like
Yeah.
I feel like those specific things haven't necessarily had that flip. But that's why like I, you know, chose this film. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not more popular. It's fantastic,
Right?
you know.
It's such a good film.
Yeah, and it's I think it's like a lot of other films that people really enjoy, so you know, I think it's right up a lot of people's alleys.
Definitely. Definitely. So, yeah, that's our first episode of Hidden Gems. And we're recommending Brick.
Oh yeah.
They're really cheap on Amazon. It's a
Yeah.
DVD. So it's like $6.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's the good thing about obscure films, you know. Prices drop.
yeah. And then there you go. You're set.
Yeah.
So-
Your game, you know. Discount.
So, thanks for watching Hidden Gems. I'm Lonnie.
I'm TJ.
And this is Viewer's Verdict.